Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. 2022. Man, that's crazy. We are living in the future right now. Back to the Future. I don't even think it went this far, did it? It's good to be back at the drawing table, starting this new year right. Thanks for joining me. Let's see. Let us get going by... Oh, I don't even have this open yet. All right. Here we go. Opening up this app here. Let's see. What page am I on now? So easy to lose track. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Happy New Year, Andrew J. Happy New Year to you and your family. I'm expecting great things for 2022. In spite of what we may see going on, I still believe there's going to be some great things happening. In my life, your life. It all starts with that. We got to believe it, expect it. Turn our expectors on, you know. I know some people who are like, you know, they're of the mindset that expect very little, and that way you're not disappointed. But I think if you expect very little, you're going to get very little. So I say shoot for the stars, you know, and then you might hit the moon. Or you might even go to the stars. So right now, yeah, I got, look, this is a lot of work I got to start working on, but this is a brand new page, so it's all blue line rough. You can kind of see that's how it looks so far. So we're going to tighten that up. So I hope you had a good New Year's Eve and day and everything. We had pretty good. We stayed home. We just basically worked on... well, we didn't actually work. We just watched movies. We kind of binge watched over the weekend. We binge watched the Cobra Kai Season 4 series. I'm against binge watching personally, but my family was totally down for binge watching, so they couldn't stop. But I am ready to tackle and finish this comic because I want to launch it. We're going to launch it this year, and I want to do it very, very soon. So it's on me. These guys have been patient, and I definitely want to make their patience for me, with me, pay off. So I appreciate it. Okay, now let's see here. I believe this is Sunny, the character Sunny. And let's see, Sunny. So I'm just going to kind of do a rough over top of the rough. So this is my first pass of the line art. And if you're new to my live streams, I usually do traditional line art, meaning pen and ink, pencil on paper. But I've been doing digital now for the past, I'd say about half the book is original, traditional. And this last half is going to be all digital. But I'm going to have some traditional pages, like splash pages in between. So you catch up on me doing that during some upcoming live stream, because I'll be doing some splash pages. That way people could buy them if they want to have an original page. They can get a splash page, which I think might be a good seller. People like something like that, they maybe want to frame, but I do have original pages if people like to buy those too. And that's, of course, after we get this campaign running and everything. Yeah, season 4. Season 4 is actually good. I liked it. It gets pretty intense, pretty crazy. I don't want to give away any spoilers. I mean, if you guys seen trailers, you might have seen that another old character was added to the show, so to create some drama. But it's definitely, it takes a couple of twists in the show where you're like, you think it's going one way, and all of a sudden it changes direction, and then it goes back to the direction. Then it's nice. How soon is soon? I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up on these comments. I think I'm a little off on the timing of them. You know what? I just remember I have to find a reference for these blasters. NERF blasters. They're using NERF. This is, for the people who don't know, watching, tuning in, this is a book about NERF modders. Also, Roscoe P. Coltrane, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Big fan of Roscoe. Roscoe P. Coltrane. Okay, let's see. Oops, what's going on here? There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to find a reference again for the NERF modded guns here. Blaster. But I'm going to draw the rough out for each person here until I find those references. I don't want to waste time on this live stream. Just looking for references. I want to draw. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Roscoe. And drawing court is fun. It's a lot of fun. Hanging out with all those guys, drawing. Like I say, I think I've gotten better by just being on that show, just hanging out with those guys, and you know, it's a fun competition, friendly, but being around like great art, it makes you want to draw better and up your game. So it's always like a pressure to get better, which is good, I think. So thanks for tuning in and stopping by here. I think I'll focus on the panel with the faces here, just kind of make it more interesting instead of just drawing hands and feet. Yeah, what other? Oh, we watched. My family and I, we watched. What's it called? The Book of Boba Fett. I was surprised. It's directed by the first episode was directed by Robert Rodriguez. That kind of surprised me. I don't know if you guys you're probably familiar with Robert Rodriguez. I mean, El Mariachi, Desperado, Spy Kids, From Dusk Till Dawn. Let's see. Let's see. Isn't he the guy who showed his you know what to insult Ethan? I don't know. I don't know of whom you speak. Sorry. What page is this? This is for modded. I believe it's page 39. Let me see. Yeah, 39. Page 39. So this comic was originally supposed to be 45 pages or 48 pages, but I could tell probably around page 30 there's no way it was going to be a 48 page book. So I talked to the writers, producers of the book, publishers, and they decided to expand it. So we're going to be going I think we're adding maybe another 10 pages. We're going to play it by ear. Oh, Robbie Robbie Rodriguez. No, Roberto Rodriguez. I didn't even hear about that story. Some wild stories out there, that's for sure. Could be cousins. Robbie. I always have to pull out a reference here. Make sure I get my characters looking on model. Let's see. JPEG. Let's go for JPEG. It's funny because I've been doing all the pages I've been doing up to now do not have the first half of the book is original, is the main characters, the lead characters, and then the other half I've been drawing just mostly other characters. So it's been a little break from drawing the main character, so I got to go back and kind of look at my references here. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I see. I'll pull this on a separate box. There we go. That's better. I mean, he has no eyes in that one, but I can at least get, the feeling of his persona here. His name is Lam, so in my mind, I kind of picture him being Asian, the main character. So I try to give a little bit hint of that, even though it's a manga style, you know. Yes. Raise that up. Let's see. This is page 11. Let's go to 12. There we go. This one's a little bit better. There we go. Yep. Yeah, but the book of Boba Fett was pretty entertaining. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the show yet. I like The Mandalorian better, personally, so far. But we'll see. The show could go. I was kind of surprised they did a Boba Fett show because I'm thinking they already had The Mandalorian. They're only a Boba Fett, but it had some interesting things going on in the show, so I'm on the fence. You know, when they clue me in on more of the story, because so far I'm like, I don't get. I mean, you've seen the end of The Mandalorian last season. You kind of saw like a clip of the Book of Boba Fett, or the setup of it, which didn't make sense to me because I'm like, what? Because I thought, Boba Fett's a bounty hunter, I think that's all, I guess everybody could have a new change of career or whatever, but yeah, and I was kind of iffy on the I know that the actor who portrays him is the same actor who portrayed him, uh, the clones, right, in Clone Wars. So, but I was kind of iffy on him as well. But I like the continuity, and so far I like the guy. I like the guy too as an actor, but I was just like, I don't know, it's Boba Fett. Like physically, his physicality. I don't know. He's older now. He's not as svelte, you know. He's got a little bit of girth to him, and Boba Fett looked pretty thin, and it looks like about around the same time it's supposed to be as I don't know how many years have passed since Return of the Jedi and then this series. So, but I guess it's just a minor criticism. It's not as big a deal. But so far, like I said, it looks interesting what they're doing with him. Some of the things, because he wasn't really a well-defined character in, at least in the movies. Maybe I've never read the comics, the novels, so it could be. I'm probably way out of my element on this. But yeah, the show, like I said, overall, man, it looks cool. Um, I like being back in the Star Wars universe. And I think Jon Favreau is writing it too, which is a big plus, in my opinion. Because Boba Fett, I mean, Mandalorian was really nice. I like the way it had that almost like a Western feel, especially with the characters, the bounty hunters. But I felt like it captured Star Wars, at least the feeling of like that the older movies gave us. I think more so than the new films. This felt more like Star Wars, these series. And I gotta say, Boba Fett feels that way too. Feels more like Star. You've seen a lot of original characters, or at least some recognizable aliens, the races in this new series. So it's fun. I enjoyed it. I'm not sure when it comes on though. Streaming. I know it comes on like once a week, but I don't know which day. It doesn't tell you. I'll probably have to go online and check that out. So what else? I saw not Star Wars. I saw Spider-Man. Definitely enjoyed Spider-Man. I've always been a Spider-Man fan as a kid. I think my two favorites were Iron Man and Spider-Man. So it's funny how those two characters kind of like, interacted so closely. Two of my favorites. Yeah, keep Kathleen Kennedy away from Star Wars. Yeah, I heard that I've heard this from other people. They said that they officially handed over Star Wars to Jon Favreau. I don't know, maybe officially, but I mean, they pretty much he's working on with the Mandalorian and then Boba Fett, one of the two of the biggest series they have. Of course, Mandalorian became big because of him too, and some other obviously collaboration between the creators of the concept designs and the actors and everything else. Of course, and he actually had George Lucas come on to the show, and because he wanted feedback from the creator of Star Wars too. So I think that was a good a step in the right direction there on his part. But yeah, Kathleen Kennedy, keep Darth KK away. But yeah, Spider-Man was great. yeah, I really like Spider-Man, and can't wait to see it Friday. Reviews from my friend. Yeah, there's a lot of good reviews I got from people too, and I'm just kind of like, you never know. People have different tastes, but I had a good feeling about it going in, so I went to see it too, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I made sure I try to stay away from spoilers because people, I don't know why, they love to start giving spoilers out online. They love just like talking about it. And I'm like, you gotta understand, man. Everybody's was able to get to the theater. And of course, there's time, where maybe a few years passed. Hey, it's on you if you get the spoiler. But it's only been what, weeks? I don't. We saw it on Christmas Day, Spider-Man. So I wanted to see it soon because I'm like, I know someone's gonna give stuff away. I just know how people are, man. They get so excited. And I understand to an extent where you want to talk about your favorite scenes or something. That's why my friend hasn't still seen it. He's a huge Spider-Man fan and he hasn't seen it yet. And I'm just like, come on, man. I want to talk about this film. And you're like, you haven't seen it. So you're the big fan here. I keep checking in once in a while to see if he's already seen it. Have you seen it yet? He's like, not yet. I'm like, gosh, come on. Get on the ball, man. And he usually sees more movies than me. He's like he used to see a movie like every week. I see one every once a year or something. I have honestly, I used to go to the theater. Um, Back in high school, I used to go like almost every week, at least every other week. I went to the theater to watch something, and but yeah, as of late, I maybe go once or twice a year, the most. But there's been a lot of good stuff coming out just recently. I was surprised. I don't know about a lot, maybe, in comparison to how it used to be for me. But a lot of good streaming shows coming out. I gotta flip this. What am I doing? Waste of time here. I love flipping the images because I keep forgetting it. Sometimes I'll forget to do it. It's like basically the old school technique of using the mirror. I use like a mirror when I do traditional pages. I use a mirror and kind of like it gives you a different perspective on your art. Sometimes you're like you don't know what's up or what's wrong with it, but something feels off, at least to the artist, right? Maybe other people might not see anything off, but so it's like looking at it through a mirror gives it like a different perspective. It's like it's always easier to try to critique other people's art. You can kind of see what's wrong with other people's art, but sometimes on your own, you're so close to it, you're like you can't tell what's off, and so you kind of go back over and over and over, and you're like still not satisfied. And I think it was I think my uncle showed me. He's an artist. He showed me like the technique of using the mirror to hold it up to a mirror, and then it looks like your eyes. It kind of tricks your brain to look like someone else's drawing because it's from a different angle perspective, and then you could actually see what's off. Like instantly, you could see, oh man. right now it's not helping me. I don't know what it is. This face. It's funny how when you're drawing, you get in the zone where you're just like just cranking stuff out, and it's just like it's almost like effortless for you, you know. And then all of a sudden, you're drawing one thing, and you're like, it's, it's just kicking your butt, and you're like, what in the world is going on? Like I was just like cranking stuff out, and now all of a sudden this one thing's tripping me up, and I don't know what it is. And it's like I used to get super frustrated about it, you know, and it would just affect my whole like workflow. And now I'm just like, this is how it is, man. You just gotta work through it. So now I don't take it as serious. I just kind of go, sometimes we gotta struggle, and then it'll eventually get to the point where you're happy with it. Of course, I try not to take too much time doing it because you can get lost in, and deadlines are just like, you know, barking on your heels, biting at your heels, I should say. And but you just gotta, you know, I think it's all about attitude too. That affects your art big time, at least for me. So I try to stay positive in my art, even if I'm not happy with what's going on. And then before you know it, boom, it just looked right, and you don't even know how it happened. You're just kind of like, okay, now I'm happy with it. Okay, now move on. But sometimes you just gotta go through that pain, man. You know. I mean, starting to like it more. There we go. Starting to come together. Yeah, I'm gonna read my comments here. I gotta check comments, make sure I keep up. Here we go. See, not a spoiler, but heads up. Nick Hammond played Spider-Man 70s. Neurotic says he made a cameo, but I missed it. I can't find it. What's up? It's build. Huh. Oh, yeah. After credit scenes, you always have to stay for after credit scenes. I think it was funny is like I never missed out on after credit scenes because I always stay even before they started making them a thing. I always stay and watch the credits because I don't know. It's one of those things. Just kind of let the movie sink in, you know, let it wash over me after it's over. Just kind of finish up the remaining popcorn in the bucket, a couple of sips of the soda, whatever you're drinking, And you kind of sit there with the music playing and kind of just let the theater empty out, and I would just kind of relax with my family. And all of a sudden, the guy at Marvel just throws in like an after scene, like, whoa, whoa, wait a second. Now you see a lot more people waiting while the credits are rolling. You see some people still will like leave, and I'm like, haven't you learned by now what you knew? After credit scenes, baby. Okay, there we go. Now I can flip it back here. That's one thing I'm going to say about the Mark Harmon. What I liked about you know what, I gotta admit, even though I like Spider-Man, I never watched the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man films, and I don't know, at the time maybe I just wasn't into it. I don't know, but I watched not some trailers, some clips of it, and I was looking at the clips because I was just curious to see how, because I've never watched it, and then all of a sudden I saw the suit from Andrew Garfield's. At a distance, it kind of reminds me of the Mark Hamill with a 1980 Spider-Man TV show suit. Maybe it's this build too. He's like thinner on the thinner side, kind of lanky, and I don't know, the eyes kind of remind me of that kind of feel. Maybe it's just me, but interesting. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Sunny, sunny. Wait, that's okay. There it is. Oh wait, no. Don't you hate that? Drawing the wrong layer. Oh, I can correct that. There we go. Okay, good. On the right layer. Hey, Jeff Potts. Good to see you. I see Roscoe P. Coltrane. So tell me about the book you're drawing. It's available on Indiegogo. It will be available on Indiegogo. We're going to be launching it this year, so it's gonna be early this year. So I'm just wrapping up the end of this book right now, getting close to it, and I'm gonna start turning on the afterburners because I want to get this done, and then we'll launch it as soon as the art's done. They want to wait until wait till I get this done, so that way it's not late for anybody. They don't have any complaints about it being late or anything, which I think is smart. We don't want anybody upset, mad that they pay for the book and they're waiting for it. So we're avoiding that. But yeah, definitely it's on me to get this done, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just cranking this out. That's what I want to do here. Okay. It's good to see you, Jeff Bots, too. Happy New Year to you. Hope you had a great New Year's, great Christmas. It was fun. We had fun over here. And see, reading the description of your book, they are challenged into any competition, and the cowardly Earthlings chose NERF from. yeah, they chose NERF. They don't want to get hurt. Not they don't mind fighting for the the fate of the world as long as they don't get hurt doing it, right? Safety first. No, they play they fight every single competition you can think of, anywhere from basketball, MMA, boxing, checkers, Sudoku. They play everything, and it's like they can't beat this guy. The alien's so good at everything. He's like the consummate athlete, right? And so the NERF modders are like, we could beat him in NERF modding. We're the best on the planet. We could beat this guy. Of course, how many people take that seriously, right? The military is actually planning on doing a NERF battle with the alien because they, use some Navy SEALs to kind of get in there. But these guys are like, hey, man, we play all the time. We're NERF modders, man. We make our own NERF weapons. So they're trying to persuade the military that they can handle it. And they kind of want a shot at some glory, Yeah, they're young, they're cocky. They think that they can conquer the world with NERF, so they want their shot, 15 minutes of fame. And if they could save the Earth, hey, that's even all the better, right? It's a bonus. Oh, you go to the Renaissance Festival. Every year you go to the Renaissance Festival, pick up a new foam sword or foam shield. They're durable, but my changers can still wear them out. Yeah, so they're LARPers, huh? I know what's funny is I was like, I've been watching that. Was it the Hawkeye? And I don't know if you've been watching that, Roscoe. They have the LARPers make their appearance in that show. It's awesome. Yeah, so that's probably my favorite Marvel show so far is Hawkeye. I mean, I like Jeremy Renner and the new cast, like the girl they have in there. She's actually really likable too. And I don't give spoilers away. I don't know how much you guys watch, but there's other characters I really like in that show too. So check it out if you can. It's definitely a fun show. If you have Disney, as funny as I don't have Disney. I guess I use it for my family has Disney and I benefit from it. So it's funny. I used to hate drawing hands, because you struggle with it. Now I like drawing hands, not because I don't struggle, it's because there's those times where you struggle like on anything. But I guess I've learned to enjoy the struggle, and also just focus on hands are so expressive, and you can just add so much life to the character. Even if the hands are the best drawn, it's like just having them use their hands when they're talking or whatever actions you need to have them do. But it's just, yeah, enjoy the struggle. Sometimes it's not a struggle. Sometimes they just crank it out and it's just like, oh, that was easy, and you're on to the next. And then sometimes you're like, oh man. But I just learned to enjoy it. And I can't remember how does this guy's clothes look here. Okay, here we go. Here's a good shot. Ah, yes. To the pop collar. Like, remember which one has the V hair. Okay, he's got the V neck. Well, basically the V neck. And he's got more of a crew neck, so I don't know why I drew him with the V neck. Yeah, that's the crew neck. It just kind of it's a V neck feel to it. Crew neck shirt. It's like you have to draw like your characters. You have to distinguish like their clothing styles like from each other too, because my tendency was to draw, hey, they're friends, they might dress similar, but then it's like it makes it harder for the viewer to distinguish these guys. You know what? I don't think I actually added in like a bottom part here. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I didn't add in the bottom. I just tapered it right to the jacket. I'm not going to see this. I still draw, even though you're not going to see parts of this coat that I'm drawing. because I'm going to end up erasing it. I draw it through just to make sure I get everything placed right. There we go. I might blow his hand up here. There we go. Oh, you haven't seen I saw Loki. I couldn't watch the whole WandaVision because it took so long to get into like the story that I just kind of lost interest. It felt like a Dragon Ball thing, you know, where they're about to fight and it takes like 3 episodes for them to begin the fight, and you're like, come on. So Loki, I actually enjoyed. I was kind of irritated with Loki at the beginning, but then I started getting into it towards the end. Hawkeye, I liked it from the beginning to end. Falcon, I only watched first episode, and that was it for me. I was like, I couldn't watch any of the rest of it. But as far as Korean shows go, I've been watching tons of Korean shows as well. Probably not tons compared to my brother, Mikey, who actually got me into a lot of these shows. But man, they're so good. A lot of good Korean shows, a lot of good sci-fi Korean shows too. Because I know people think Korean dramas, which there are really good Korean dramas, but I've been watching some like really crazy sci-fi / horror shows or fantasy shows. So good. A lot of good stuff I recommend on Netflix. They have a lot of original series. Of course, you know, the big ones that got famous and popular in the US were Squid Games, right? That was Korean based. But I wasn't a big fan of Squid Games, but there's so many good shows they have going. They're good actors too, man. I've been telling people, yeah, about the Korean shows. I think on Mike's channel, Drawn and Quartered. Okay, so let's see. I went from very rough to less rough, but still rough. Let's see. 15. Don't open that giant page. There we go. Now here's earlier pages. I don't know if you guys have seen. I think you've probably seen these pages. It's quick and quiet, getting chased on a motorcycle. And get chased by the military. You got the drones after him. And this guy right here, his name's Ken. He's he's in charge of the chase, but they're trying to impress him. So right now, he's the guy they're having a standoff with right now. So I just want to get a reference to him real quick. Yeah, if you're a fan of Roscoe, if you're a fan of Renaissance festivals, definitely check out Hawkeye because you'll appreciate the humor in that too, most likely. Okay, let's see here. We got Ken. I'm gonna assign a color to him. Oh man, was it right before New Year's? We were over at I was at my brother and sister-in-law's place. We're kind of exchanging late Christmas presents, and as we were leaving, man, I was loading stuff in the trunk. He was helping me, and we're like, man, it was a really strong smell, skunk smell. And I was kind of thinking, oh, I hope it's not like outside because they live out, not in the country, but they're like live out where skunks are, in population. So I was thinking, man, I hope they're not out here. And he goes, no, I heard that skunks you could smell them from up to a mile away, their scent. So it could be a mile from here. And then again, it could be right behind us. And so we got a little paranoid, laughed about it. But I got on the road at night. It was at night, and we're driving back, Becky and I, and we're just kind of like singing to the radio. And then all of a sudden, I saw something on the road. It looked like a plastic bag, kind of like blowing in the wind. And so I was gonna just kind of like didn't look too big. So I thought, you know what, I'll just go over it with my tires on each side of it, so it won't hit the cars in case it's like a sandbag or something. But I don't know, it was blowing. It looked like blowing in the wind. So I got closer. I realized it was the skunk that we could smell, and his tail was like blowing in the wind, but it was like covering his body, so I couldn't see it. And I tried to veer to the left, and it ran to the left, and I slammed the brakes on, but we hit that speed bump full tilt, and then I just gassed it out of there. I was like, no. So we called up the brother-in-law, and we're like, hey, remember that skunk? We wondered where he was. I found him. Yeah, I felt bad. I don't even like hitting birds, right? Or I don't even like stepping on snails, man. I feel bad stepping on a snail, so I felt bad running over that poor skunk. They're basically like wildcats to me. They look like cats, right? Skunks are cute. I mean, I think they got little attitudes, but that skunk, it didn't smell our car up. We didn't smell anything. But man, that we hit that thing. It's definitely not. It's not part of our temporal realm anyway. Poor thing, man. I feel bad for that. I said a little prayer for him, and Becky's like, you know what? I've never seen somebody like pray over roadkill before. And I said, well, you never been to one of my family Thanksgivings. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I felt bad. That was rough. Poor little guy. All right, let's see. It's been an hour and 19 minutes, almost 20 minutes. And I know in the past I was doing 2 hours streams, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up at an hour and usually an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I might go, but I've been trying to do an hour lately, so I might just do an hour, depending on how fast I'm working or what I have to do, during the day. I gotta do some errands, so. But thanks everybody for stopping by, spending it was the third day of the new year with me while I'm drawing some comics. Definitely gonna get these done. I'm gonna finish this page tonight, and I'm gonna try to do a live stream. I was this close to doing another live stream during the like a random stream, and something came up. But I'm gonna try to do it again this week. I'm getting my equipment set up. But thanks everybody stopping by. Happy New Year to you, and happy Monday. Fresh start of the week, fresh start of the year. And yeah, check me out on Drawn and Quartered. I'm there with some fine artists. We're doing comic book art. We pick a topic and we draw for 2 hours, and you can vote on who you want to win on the best piece. And but yeah, subscribe to this channel, like the video if you haven't, and keep up to date on my random streams. I do a live stream every Monday at 12 noon Pacific time, but you can also check out random streams. And I'm also working on some videos. I did actually tape some. I'm going to edit them to put up on my channel. So it's not just live streams. I'll have other videos popping up. Sometimes I'll do like art store walkthroughs. But yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it for stopping by. And Modded will be coming out this year, launching on Indiegogo. So keep your ears peeled for that, your eyes peeled and your ears open. And I'll see you guys later. God bless and talk to you later.